Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio, and today I'm going to do a little painting. I actually bought this 3-pack of canvas a while ago when it was on sale, and it's just been sitting in my room, and I thought it was about time I put something on there. So I'm just going to do like an abstract landscape? Seascape? I don't know. Something. I didn't put any gesso down because it's pre-primed, so I thought I'd just go for it. And I am using quinacridone red orange, blood red orange, just to cover the edges and about where I'm going to have my horizon line, just in case something peeks out, and I just thought it would be fun to add this color. So really no pre-plans as usual. That's kind of my usual thing. I just, let's add red. Let's have a horizon line. Now what do we do? Okay, thinking about it for a while. And I think, yes, so lately this has been my favorite blue. It looks really dark over the red, but it's already dark. It's Indanthrine blue? I'm not sure if that's Indanthrine blue. Anyway, I was calling it indothyronine, but I think there's no O, so yeah, so it's a blue, dark blue. So I am going to do a water in the bottom and a sky on top, and maybe have a little bit of a land mass in between. And I really just wanted to do something simple and still fun. And I actually, after doing that one, I think I want to do the same thing with the same colors on all 3 canvases and just see how different they are. Now, by the time I do the next one, it will have been a few months. So it'll be interesting. I actually have already gessoed, so the next one I'm gessoing, and I was going to gesso in sand, but I decided just to gesso, trying to cover up the canvas texture a little bit, to make it a little bit smoother, because this one you really see the canvas texture, which is fine, but I just wanted to see the difference. I've put 3 coats of gesso on it, and you can still kind of see the canvas texture. Probably if I sanded it, it would smooth it out, but I don't really have any sandpaper, and I'm going on a trip here in a little while, so I don't think I'm going to start that painting. Well, I might have time, but I'm not sure I'm going to start that painting until I come back, and I'll be gone for 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks, so it'll be a little while before that one comes out. So anyway, sorry I'm rambling on. I just thought it would be kind of a fun exploration of doing this. And I did not get a very straight horizon line, but I do fix it in the end. You know, I had photographed all of my paints before after finishing this project, and I didn't photograph the white. I wasn't looking closely at the bottle. I don't know if that's titanium or mixing white. Might have been mixing white. So I just added that to the Indanthrine blue, and we're just going to put a sky in. So it pretty much covers up the quinacridone red orange, but it just peeks out enough, and it just creates sort of a starting point, or an overall mood. Maybe it's the mood, gives it sort of a, I don't know, puts me off on a sort of eerie start. Like if you saw the finished piece, which you might have seen, I don't know if that's gonna be my thumbnail. Probably. You wouldn't have thought eerie. think you'd just think landscape. But yeah, I think because of the color, like I think that color looks like blood to me. Yeah, anyway. And I'm just going up to the edges, leaving traces of the red orange around the edges. And that's pretty opaque, so it's covering it up pretty much. That bottom part is still wet, so I'm trying not to touch. I didn't want it to smear. Alright, so they are dry now, and I'm taking some of that white, I think it's titanium, and just braying it on because I wanted to. If you watched my index card series, you noticed I brayered almost every single one of those with white. So that is what spurred this. I decided I wanted to brayer some white and just see what it does, what it looks like. And this is canvas board, so I don't have to worry about, you know, unevenness, though it did make weird bumpy spots. And now I'm just taking a stencil brush and adding white in the sky, thinking maybe they could look like clouds. And of course they're pretty strange looking clouds. Now I'm trying to straighten my horizon, which I did a poor job of, and just putting that white line there to create, maybe it's waves breaking on the shore. But you can see it's very uneven. So I'm going back in. This one, I think it's still the endothyronine, but it seems brighter. That could be an ultramarine. Another one I didn't take a picture of at the end and didn't write them down. That one definitely looks like endothyronine blue. The blue over the white almost looks like it's frozen. The water is frozen. The next color I'm introducing is Yellow Orange Azo. It's Liquitex. And I mixed it with a little bit of the blue, and it's keeping a little bit of yellow and adding a little bit of green into the water. I'm liking adding all the colors. I think it makes the surface of the canvas really interesting. So if you look at it close up, there's a lot of interesting things going on. So I'm just taking some of that color, really watering it down. I wanted to put something in the sky. Felt like it needed it. But not that much. Wash it back a little bit, most of it. Okay, so now I've pulled out quinacridone magenta and thought I could add that to the sky a little bit. Like make it look like the underside of clouds, perhaps. Don't worry, I'll cure the weirdness of it all. Hopefully. I think it's cured in the end anyway. More of that yellow-orange azo. Add that into the sky too. Why not? I'm just putting that along the horizon as well. I'm pulling out my stencil brush. It's been sitting in the water, so I'm trying to clean that off. And I think, pretty sure I reintroduced the white. And yeah, that is my titanium white. Some of those colors were just too, not that they were too bright, but just too blobby looking. Had to cover them up with some white, make them look more like clouds. I have to tilt it up to look at it because I'm sitting, so I have to tilt it up and decide if I like what I'm seeing or not. So I'm adding some more blue, and I think this is the manganese blue hue that I'm adding to the water, to the foreground, just to lighten it up a little bit. I felt like it was too dark. Still not happy with my messy horizon line, but we'll work on that in a minute. Then of course I've got to put dark back in, you know, back and forth, light, dark, light, dark. So I'm mixing some white with the manganese blue, and I'm gonna brighten up or blue up the sky. I'm gonna add a little bit more blue to the sky because it was looking really white. I had intended on this being like super abstract, but it's really not that abstract. In fact, I was going to add some gold leafing, but I don't feel like that goes with this. So that's not going to happen. But I'm just putting that blue in, leaving some white for the clouds. I'm blotting out some of that color. So I haven't asked, how's everybody today? Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully it's been a nice day today, or is going to be a nice day. I do post these in the morning here. I'm not sure what time other people watch. You know, I don't pay much attention to the analytics, so I have no idea where you're watching from. If you wanted to comment where you're watching from, that would be fun to see. Okay, I've decided to straighten my horizon line because water doesn't go to curve. So I'm measuring to make sure I've got that straight. I'm going to put it on one side, line that up on the other side. Okay, that is level. So now we're going to fix that with some of the dark blue, I believe. I'm going to do that at full strength. Try and cover up the white that I've got there. And just streaking it into the water. See, doesn't the water look kind of cool? I mean, I don't know if it looks like water, but I think it looks kind of cool. I decided to add some of that quinacridone red orange to the top just to make it really dark like it was previously. And then just streak that around a little bit. It's just about coming to the end. I think I put some white highlights on the water as soon as I clean up my mess so I can move my canvas. So, is that a better line? That's better. Add a few white highlights and then it's done. What do you think? Give me your opinion. Do you think I should paint more than one of those? It will probably look completely different. I might have to watch this video again so I remember how I did it and in what order. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Love to hear what you have to say. Thank you all for watching. And have an awesome day.